You boys don't want this. You guys don't want this from my squad. I'm telling y'all. Boom! Look at that. Dang. Pick that boy up like a chicken McNugget out of Fat Boy's TV. Oh my goodness gracious, 2. Oh, we're about to get the triple, chat. We're about to get the triple. About to get the triple. Oh, Claude Scroony. The Claude's with the 5. The 5-man. 5 guys and 5-6. Okay, I'm just... What the f... How's it going, chat? I hope you're locked in and ready to go as the beta for Battlefield 6 is going strong this weekend. So now we are in day 3 out of 4 for the last weekend for the beta. And what you're seeing on screen here is a ton of different gameplay clips of the different assault rifles that are within the beta. There are 3 of them that you can use and upgrade. And what I'm going to be doing in today's video is breaking down the assault class, talking about the different rifles, talking about the perks upgrades, how it feels, in general, what you're supposed to do, stuff like that. So, that being said, let's get silly. So, starting off, we have the NBO-228E is the first assault rifle on the list. And this is the first one you're seeing here. Now, this one was super comfortable. Didn't have a lot of recoil at all. It was very easy to use and hit fire and maneuver around people, as you can see. They're all fully automatic, so you don't have to worry about that. But, second one that we have is the B36A4. And it is pretty heavy hitter. Pretty solid all around. I enjoyed using it. It was, definitely the one I wanted to go to when I wanted to pack a punch. And lastly is the M433, or just the M4 is what everybody's calling it, which is arguably the most controversial assault rifle on the list today, considering that it was God tier in the first weekend of the beta. Then they must have gotten some feedback on that or seen some gameplay, because it's gotten hit with the old nerf. It's not bad, it's not terrible, it's usable, it's just very bouncy. So, yeah, if you got the recoil pattern down, you can memorize that and you can handle it and you can account for it, then by all means, have at it. That is probably going to be your go-to. Before we get into what my go-to is, I want to break down the assault class a little deeper for everybody. So, starting off, the first thing that we have for the assault class is you get your signature gadget or your adrenaline injector for the assault class. And now I will remind you guys, Battlefield 6, EA has it so far set up that you are not locked into a gun type with your class. For instance, in prior Battlefield games, you were the assault class, you had to use an assault rifle. If you were the recon class, you had to use a sniper. If you were engineer, you had to use SMG. If you were sport, you had to use LMG, etc. But, however, in this game, it's not like that. You can play like that. You can also use a sniper rifle as the assault class. Take an SMG as in recon. Take a, I don't know, shotgun into support. Do whatever your little heart desires, because EA is giving you the tools to do so. But with that being said, the, I guess, standard class for assault that comes with it, I hadn't changed much besides my attachments and a few other things, but starting off is the adrenaline injector. So you get a powerful self-administered stimulant that enhances fighting capabilities, temporarily boosts sprint speed, and reduces explosive damage. This provides resistance to the debuffs and makes enemy footsteps very easy to hear. All in all, top tier. Gotta say, I love using this. I'm a bit of a sound horn myself. Turtle Beaches and beats, so I'm always listening into every footstep, every little noise, every little tweak, trying to map out where you're at. So I really appreciate that as someone who sound horse. For your signature weapon, of course, you get the assault rifle, and it says you get a faster draw, switch times, plus better sprint recovery, which is pretty nice for the assault class, considering you're supposed to be running around and running and gunning and getting up in their face and personal. Now for your signature trait, this is where it gets pretty cool. The assault class gets the signature trait of soft landing. This is a reduced fall damage and no movement speed penalty after falling. So basically, if you guys don't know, Battlefield 6 whenever you do fall, or you're jumping from a high distance, to negate the fall damage, you can hit the B button at the last second, or try to, and you will negate the fall damage and do a little barrel roll. That is pretty dope. Now, of course, the other things that come standard issue with this assault class happens to be, you get your field specs from the frontliner. You have a P18 factory pistol, which is your secondary, which I haven't really upgraded mine much. I shouldn't say that. I have used it a good bit. Sidearm is a very good and viable option, especially when the shotguns are a little wonky in this game. They're a little hit or miss. I like to depend on my sidearm as my pistol more than I do my M871 shotgun, my old trench boy, my trench gun. But either way, the P18 is a very fine addition to the side piece or secondary slot. I use it. I recommend it. I'm not sure about the other pistols. I haven't really tried them out, but it's pretty solid if you have a good trigger finger, especially. I would definitely say I'd recommend that. Alright, and then of course, the controversial part of the assault class. Now I know EA has already made a comment about this, and they have said that they have nerfed or adjusted, I believe is the term they used, the shotguns, or the damage, or the range. I don't know exactly what the problem is. Just the shotguns in general have apparently gotten an adjustment. I'm thinking it's a nerf. But at the same time, Chad, I gotta be honest, I haven't really had an issue with the shotguns. They're strong, but I mean, like, you're in war, and shotguns are strong in real life, so why should they not be strong in war, in a video game? I don't know. I personally, my only complaint is not that everybody's spamming them or that they're always a one-shot, it's just the inconsistency. Like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, I feel like I would rather my gun always one-hit someone than one-hit someone sometimes, and then not other times at the same distance. Or I'd rather it always have to two-hit someone versus sometimes it has to three-hit. You know what I mean? At the same distance, that's just wonky to me. And I'm not saying that that's exactly how it is right now, but that's how it feels. Especially when me and my friends have been playing non-stop, grinding out the beta. Sometimes here and there, we've noticed that one of us will be point blank away from someone, hit him with the shot, doesn't kill him. We get gunned down, then whatever, that's the game. However, then there's been other times which I can attest to this personally, and I know a lot of my other friends can, and I'm sure you guys can too, in the community as well. There's been times probably when you're sitting a hefty J-shot away from your target. You know, you just had to cheese it a little bit. You're like, screw it, I'm feeling lucky. And you pull the trigger, and you know that you don't deserve the kill. You know that realistically you didn't get the kill. But for whatever reason, you got the kill in-game. So, I guess I would say my only complaint with the shotguns would be, make them more consistent. I'm totally okay and fine if it's going to be a little overpowered, it's a little on the heavy side. Like, yeah, it's a shotgun, it's supposed to hurt. They don't feel like little kid birthday party napkins and pizza, paper plates and confetti. You're supposed to feel like shotgun pellets that are smacking your skin. So I'm fine if it hits hard. I'm just not fine with it doing 25 distance and then me standing in the same place and hitting you again without moving and it doing 85. That's just not cool, mate. But like I said, other than that, I haven't had any complaints with the shotguns. But the next thing in the assault class is going to be the Thermobaric Gadget 2, which is your underbarrel grenade launcher. I have upgraded mine to the, as you heard me say, the Thermobaric one, or the Fire Starter. The one that bends whenever you use it. You know what I'm talking about. It makes you go real slow, old man applesauce style. You freeze up, mom spaghetti, arms are heavy, whole body's heavy, type style. That one is pretty nice, I will say. You can see in a lot of the clips here, I use it to get the party started, as you can see right there. Gotta get the party started a little early, you know. Get them a little crispy, get them a little fried up before you go in with the actual assault rifle. It makes for some great damage, all in all, but I can't deny that the assault rifles themselves are all pretty solid and pretty strong. They all do play very well with these maps. I tried to get some decent footage, some decent clips on the new maps here, like Empire State, as you can see, as well as some of the maps that were already in the beta, to like show the different environments and the different, I don't know, like play styles and the different I guess sizes of maps, stuff like that, and how they all play together. To show that like assault rifles don't just dominate on mid to small maps, or like small confined maps, or like just large maps. Like they can dominate on all of them. They're pretty versatile, and they're pretty set of class, especially if you're starting out, or you're new to the franchise, or you're just new to Battlefield 6, or you just want to just hop in casually and you're not sure what class to pick. If you don't feel like chasing tanks down with a blowtorch, and you don't feel like hitting everybody with a sniper rifle and letting the entire team know, even though you're not going to get any XP, assault class might just be for you, Chief. It really honestly might. Especially if you're like those high stake, sweaty situations that are real intense, where you gotta clutch it type stuff. You know, you run out of ammo because you've been killing so many baddies that you gotta swap to the old shotgun, and now you're running around like a madman with a trench gun hunting down soldiers. It makes for a great time and a great narrative, I must say. Makes for a great cinematic as well. It's pretty great. The beta, that's one thing that has not changed. It's one thing that's not changed about Battlefield in all the years I've played it. It is still just as cinematic as ever. Can't wait to get more clips into record more content, and I can't wait for this game to actually release October 10th. And if you haven't already, make sure you're checking out the open beta that's going on right now. I believe it ends tonight at 4 a.m. for Eastern Pacific time. Not sure what that is for anybody else, except for I know that it's 5 hours ahead in the UK. Shout out Ethan. Yeah, if you're not playing already, hop in the servers, see what's up, and dip your toes in the water. Get them wet, you know? Get them a little squishy. See if you like the flow. And yeah, all in all, I think personally my favorite assault rifle out of the group, I think the NBO, the first one, 2280E, I think it felt the most comfortable and the most reliable. It was the most, you know, I could pick it up and it had good recoil control, shot fast, hit decent. I think the B36A4 hit hard, shot pretty alright, and was very accurate, had a nice reload. And I think that the M433 was solid, and I think it was the best, but I gotta say, I think that, Chad, I think the B36A4 has taken the crown as best assault rifle. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you like this type of video, this little review, or a little breakdown of the assault class for Battlefield 6. If you did, let me know. I'm going to be coming out with a little video covering every type of class for Battlefield 6, so look forward to the rest of those coming out. If you have any questions, or you have anything you want to add or ask, go ahead and feel free, and yeah, I'll catch you guys all in the battlefield. I'm Silly Dilly, subscribe to the channel, and peace out, Girl Scouts.